Yeah, here I am, looking really attractive. Hey, so we thought we'd do a video based on money and finances, as loads of people have been asking about it, and we kind of put it out there. And hey, we have Liam, who actually does these videos on camera. Yay! So we've got him on camera to actually film. So we're going to give you some advice. Again, this is just a personal thing from us, and this is mainly for Basketball University, although a lot of the things on here we've listed will be very, very similar, if not exactly the same, for the universities. But yeah, we're just going to give you some tips and advice that we've learned from our first year, and hope it's of use to some of you guys. So let's start with course materials. So yeah, with in terms of like course materials, how did you find it, like money wise? Like what would you recommend?
Well, with my course, I did like a film course, so it was more practical compared to written stuff. But when we were doing assignments, all the materials we did need were either provided. I would say, like, my advice would be to go get in touch with students, like current students.
Yeah.
Because obviously they know what you need. Mm-hmm. Obviously the modules change, so be careful. But
careful of that, yeah, for sure. Yeah, ours changed.
Yeah.
Every year, so yeah.
But it's something to like think about instead of just going out buying all the books, spending a lot of money.
And then you can buy second-hand books first. Try and do that before getting a new book, because a lot of them, especially the more academic ones, are so expensive. Yeah. Like £40 plus expensive. So, and you don't want to be spending that. You want to spend it on alcohol. No, you don't.
Food.
You spend on food. No, you will need to spend it on food. Promise you. Maybe that's just me because I eat a lot. But yeah, you will need that money more. Or you know, if you can get it for free, then why buy it? Do you know what I mean? Unless you know you need to. Yeah. Okay, so let's go transport. Our second one.
Yep.
Do you want to start with transport? What's it been like for you in terms of like money for transport and stuff?
Obviously, like compared to other unis, you've actually got to travel. If you're living off-site to Basketball, because if you walk, it took me 56 minutes to walk from Waterside Court to the campus.
Does that include the drive that you actually have to walk?
Yeah, include like two.
Never walk down the drive, especially if you have bad lungs. It's just not a good idea. Or it's hot, like it is.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. Anyway, continue. So tell me more about the transport. What are your feels?
Yeah, so you've basically got to get the bus if you live off-site.
Or cycle. You can cycle too. Cycle's good.
It is a hill.
It is a hill. But if you're into your cycling and you're more outdoorsy and you're not too fond of waiting for the bus and stuff, because the buses here are mostly okay, but they are late, and the current bus services, the main one we have, First Bus for the 15 and the 16, which are the main university buses, they're not as reliable. To be honest, most of the buses in Bath are always kind of a little bit late. It's a difficult city for public transport because the main city centre is so compact, so there's always delays with things. It takes 20 minutes, I'd say, to cycle. So it's about the same length as a bus journey, and it could be free or much cheaper if you just hire it.
It can be free.
Yeah.
Because right outside the accommodation, there are Next Bikes, which is a company that does. It's basically like the Boris Bikes in London.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
And Basketball Uni has a
bike rental,
like a relationship where students, once they're registered, every time they want to get a bike out, they can use it for 40 minutes for free.
Oh.
And then it's like £1 or something cheap for every half hour.
Or what do we say finance-wise for kind of bus passes and things like that? What
bus
would you
pass,
recommend?
I would say my main advice, like living on campus, different because obviously it depends how much like you want to go clubbing and stuff. But off campus, you've got to get to campus.
Yeah.
So I'd say my recommendation would be buy bus passes termly. Buy the first 2 terms. Don't buy the third term. Look into how much you're actually needed to be in uni.
Yeah.
Because I was in for like a few.
So yeah, I'd second that. Really look at how long you're going to be here, and actually just take 15 minutes to kind of just sum it out a little bit. Figure out how much the monthly one is, or the daily one, or the weekly one, and figure out what you're going to need. Didn't you say before you were only in like 5 times this term in university? Like
I wasn't in a lot at all. Yeah. So it would have been a waste.
I would highly recommend, unless you are absolutely avid cyclist or avid walker, get that bus pass, and obviously then you can get into town much easier. You don't have to worry about it, and you can get a replacement pretty easily as well. And I think there's only a small charge, like a £5-10 charge if they have to replace the card for you, but it's not like paying £100 again. Yeah. So they're pretty good with that.
One thing before we move, it's going to relate to the next topic.
Oh, okay.
So like, I brought the first 2 terms and then I didn't buy the 3rd term. So when I had to use the bus, I'd just get like a daily bus pass, which was £2.80, which gets you all around Bath all day as many times as you want. And then on top of that, usually you get a voucher on the back. It can be McDonald's or Burger King. It's better when it's McDonald's.
There you go.
Food. Next
topic. So that was the next topic. I was actually sitting here going, I wonder what the next topic is. I have had very little sleep. Yeah, food. So yeah, it's just to add on to that quickly to what you just said. I think again, kind of what we're talking about with course materials really applies to this. We would recommend living at Waterside. Lidl. We live just by the Lidl, and when you guys kind of move in, particularly for private accommodation, you're going to find that Lidl is, in terms of the supermarkets in Bath, easily the cheapest. Yeah. You can get a weekly shop for £20 to £30. Is that just me? Is yours cheaper? Yeah. It's mine. I have a big shop. I eat a lot of food, but like no, you could definitely get it for cheaper. But it's really, as a supermarket's really cheap. Obviously, some people don't like shopping there because they shop at home somewhere else, etc. But that's definitely the cheapest. But I think I would definitely say that I think financially, as this is kind of the focus of the video, and we keep deviating, but financially the kind of with takeaways and stuff, just keep an eye on your pocket, and it's not in a kind of even a super money conscious way, but it's just to be aware, because you don't want to be spending it on food unnecessarily. You know, you might want to treat yourself every once in a while with, you know, Domino's or kind of your other food takeaway of choice, but I promise you that it's not the kind of be all end all. You don't want to spend any money on takeaways. It's much better to just do a shop at Lidl, Sainsbury's or something, get yourself some stuff, and you will save, honestly, you don't even realise until like at the end of each month or each term, but you will save so much money, and you'll feel better for it as well, because you're just not eating greasy, fatty stuff all the time, you know. Balance it with a salad and a yoghurt. Yeah, that's always good. But yeah, I think financially when it comes to food, budget a certain amount, always look for the best deals, only get what you need by week. Oh, and the classic one, never go shopping when you're hungry. Never do it. I have gone. Okay, so what would you say then in terms of kind of finance for like entertainment and nights out and kind of more social activities? What would you say for that?
I'm probably not the best person to answer. You're probably better to answer about like going out, because
because I'm such a crazy going out person. Yeah.
If you want like a good night with drink, I would definitely say house party, because you get to pick the music.
True.
You can always get to the toilet, and drinks are way cheaper because you just buy like a crate, and then it's like £10 for a box of drink, and then instead of £3 for a pint. But there are nights out, like if you did want to go out, there are like obviously student nights. They're always throwing events. Some aren't that great, but obviously they usually have like reduced ticket prices. There's like the uni's always putting on events. There's a lot of band nights on, which are pretty good.
Pretty good.
Apart from when this one's playing. And then they've always got events, and it's usually just like donations for charity, instead of like paying expensive ticket prices to get in. Because I went out one night, Freshers Week, and it was £7 to get in, and I left within half an hour because my flat weren't actually there. Yeah, I was in there half an hour, spent £7, left on the first night of Freshers.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Don't be that flat, mate. Don't do it. But kind of entertainment away from nights out as well, again, kind of going back to things. There's lots of things in Bath that you can do, particularly at summer. It's been lovely to go to just around Bath and some of the parks here. And I haven't actually had the chance to go to many museums and galleries, but I've been told by friends who come here that they're just, second to none. Some of them are just like absolutely stunning, and that'd be something I'd be definitely doing. And just actually, in terms of entertainment, just spending a day walking around the shops in Bath and kind of just being around that. There's some of the street performers here and stuff like that are just unbelievable. Like if you've ever been to Bath before, you'll know exactly what we mean. Like the street performers here are even like of a really high caliber. It's really strange. not that street performers aren't, but it's just a certain kind of, it's almost like they are really attuned professionals performing them.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Like just
It's so I think obviously it must do well, and there's a lot of kind of tourists that visit Bath, so it's a really kind of high trade here. So yeah, there's always something really kind of quirky and arty going on in Bath, so just take up all the opportunities. There's like a whole festival dedicated to Mozart, did you know that?
No,
It's
there's
like
also
Mozart
like
Fest or
the
something.
baths, the Roman baths.
Oh, the Roman,
which
cool.
as a student
and
you
Fame
go
for
for free.
Ah, yeah.
So like stuff other than actually doing stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Spotify.
For students, not just within NUS Car, but I think you can apply to other
just
ways
any
as
other
well. You can actually get Spotify Premium for £5 a month, or is it $5.99? $4.99 or $5.99, I can't remember too much. I've actually got it and it's amazing. Spotify Premium is my bae, I love it.
Similar to that, like Amazon Prime,
Mhm.
you get 6 months free. Register with your like uni email.
Oh yeah.
But then even when you've finished with that, it's like £36 for 12 months, so it's pretty good. That's next day delivery, and it's also with like the video and music, so you can watch movies which put on there, TV shows, and you don't need a TV license.
I'm only speaking because I know you probably keep this in. There was a guy outside and we were trying to film and he was rudely undoing boxes. How dare he? This is our film set.
Yeah.
You're just so unamused. Okay, anyway. So the next one we've got on toiletries. Yeah, this is according to
Actually
the
a segment.
Yeah, actually a segment. The fifth one is toiletries. It would have been really funny if it was number 2, but it's not. It's number 5. So, sorry, that was a terrible joke. So, okay, in terms of like toiletries and stuff, because I'm not as kind of attuned to this as you, I guess. Please tell us why. Please tell us why the toiletries are on this list.
Basically, toiletries is one of those things that I didn't think about. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to spend money on it. But it wasn't the sort of thing I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna have to keep going out and buying. It's more like toilet roll. It just disappears so fast.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
And it's like, obviously it's an important thing to have. So you need to budget it.
Yeah. Bring a massive pack of toilet paper, because I'm telling you, you don't understand how fast you'll go through that stuff. And obviously there's other uses for toilet paper beyond the toilet stuff. I use it with when I make burgers to get rid of the juice from the burgers. And that's where a lot of mine goes, because I make...
That's what kitchen rolls for.
That's what... I don't have kitchen roll. So that's not in my budget.
Shows how shit you're cooking.
Yeah. Shows how bad my kitchen.
You're wiping your food with toilet roll.
Oh, that's not bad with that. I can't believe I'm actually talking about this in the video. Right, but there you go. So student life, right? Finances about toiletries. Oh, like cheap brands. If you can, it depends on what you need. If I would recommend with things like toothpaste and with aftershaves. And particularly if you've got, say, skin conditions like myself where I have eczema, you're going to want particular kind of toiletries and things that you need that will be good for you, particular brands that you know. But for certain other things, like, I don't know, soaps and hand soaps and kind of general stuff you use, and even toilet paper, you have to get luxury toilet paper. Well, maybe you use it.
No. If you, say you're living in Waterside, Charlton, and you're going to Lidl, do not buy the cheapest one.
Is it like
it is like sandpaper.
Sandpaper.
The next one up is fine.
It will hit your booty. It would be very nice.
So spend like 20 to 50p more, and don't bleed.
And don't bleed. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Don't bleed unintentionally. Top tip from Liam: don't bleed from your anus. But yeah, I think that's us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we end the video with a little thing? Should we do a song?
No.
No. Okay, it doesn't matter to do a song. But so we hope you've enjoyed our video. I've talked loads. You've talked a little bit more than usual, which is good. That's good. But yeah, we hope you liked the video, and obviously subscribe to the beautiful Liam, otherwise known as The Broken Tripod, on YouTube. And obviously you can find my music as well. Gonna do another vlog. Find my music, JT Leon Music, on Facebook and SoundCloud and stuff as well if you want to hear my stuff, or add us on Facebook, or we'll do whatevs. And yeah, we'll be making more videos soon. Obviously for this video we'll be putting on the Spartan's Bridge page, if this is where you're viewing the video from at the moment. So if you guys have got any questions for us, kind of just send it to us personally or find us on one of our pages, ask us some questions. If there's really a demand for anything in particular, we might do another video if we've got time before the summer ends. So so get your questions in, and yeah, we'll hopefully do another video soon about something. But ciao. Why? I thought I'd do a dramatic.